Hey, what up? I'm Pastor Mattie Ice, and I teach Bible and PE at Saipan Community School here on the island of Saipan. I like to assign projects to help teach students to apply certain things that we're learning to their everyday life. So I thought I'd make this quick video, maybe to help students better understand the project or help a teacher assign it to their students. That'll all start after this 15-second intro video. Hey, what up? I'm Pastor Mattie Ice, and this is my wife, Victoria.
And we love water.
Our dog is water, the ocean in Saipan is water, and people around the world drink water. So go on an adventure with us
By hitting that subscribe button.
as we make a splash around the world. I use 3 different projects to assign to my students. The first is experiential learning. The second refers to Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs and belonging. And the last is what I refer to as here, there, and everywhere. I'll describe each of them in detail and have video clips from our projects on the screen. But if you want to watch the full videos, those links will be in the description below. First is experiential learning. The project that I use to show my students about experiential learning is making this custom hat. See, Victoria and I were on vacation and I wanted a hat from a certain location, but we couldn't find any that I really liked. So we bought this patch, then we went to the gas station and bought this hat, and I took it to my mom and she helped me sew it on. But while she was sewing it on, she wanted to take a quick break, and I said, well, I want to finish it now. So I went ahead and tried to finish and messed the whole thing up because I wasn't willing to wait for the expert to do it. And see, then I can see from this experience how I need to be patient and let experts do their job. And we can show students in this experience that they can apply it to anything. Maybe it's history, and they can say, we need to trust experts in what they're saying, or else we can mess up something. Or maybe it's for sports. If you're just trying to force a shot in basketball instead of letting the shooter shoot. Or in football, if you try to just force it into a hole as the running back instead of going and bouncing out to the outside. Whatever it may be, we need to be patient and trust the expert, trust the coach, trust the teacher, trust whoever. We have different videos for this. I've made several other videos. The first video I made to show them was about 66 books of the Bible, and Victoria and I went all over the island and we took different clips and we time-lapsed them and put together, and that would have been the experiential learning, showing how much there is to do here on the island. Another experiential learning project is we made a chessboard out of natural resources using vines and using little shells to be as the chessboard. So the first project is experiential learning. The second project that I like to use relates to Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs and points to belonging. Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs, the first one is the physiological needs, that we have to have food, we have to have shelter. And the second is safety needs, that we have to have comfort, we have to know that we have a job next month or in 3 months, and that's when we can belong. A project that I like to use for this one was our virtual retirement party. See, teachers had worked their entire career to do something, but they didn't get a retirement party because of the state in the spring of 2020. We can't gather together. So we could, because on the island of Saipan, we had food that we could get. We had safety needs met because we didn't have any virus cases here at the time. So we could all gather together and have a sense of belonging. So we can use this project to show students that we have to meet a primary need, then we have to meet the secondary need, and after that, then and only then can we actually belong. We can belong in a group. And again, you can relate it to teamwork in sports, you can relate it to history, you could be creative and relate it to math somehow. You could relate it to so many things by giving them a project to do and showing how they can belong in their communities, in their houses. How can they belong, and how can they show others that they belong as well? The last project I like to use is here, there, and everywhere. The example I use is a mall. Most of us have been to a mall. In the mall, there are different stores. And in the different stores, there are different sections of the store. And then in the different sections of the store, there's a specific item. So when we go to buy that specific item, There's a reason that we bought it. There was a purpose behind us buying that thing. What drew us to the store, what drew us to the section, what drew us to the item, and how are we going to use it? So I have my students do this project to find something big, find something large. Maybe it's an entire city. And maybe there's a street on the road, and then maybe from the street, then there's a house, and then maybe it's their bedroom. Why does that matter? Why does that one thing matter? And for me, I use it in Bible class to find one specific verse. The whole book of the Bible says this. One specific book in Genesis says this. Genesis chapter 1 says this. Genesis 1:1 says this. So we're narrowing it down to find something specific. But they can use it for anything, whatever their passion is. Maybe an entire piano, and then they can go to one chord and then one specific note, or maybe it's one song and one chorus and one verse and one word. Whatever interests them, they can do that with the project. But the students can do whatever is creative to them. Like the 7th grade project, they made a video about the book of Acts. You can find that link in the description below as well. So again, the 3 things were experiential learning, and then Maslow's hierarchy of needs as it relates to belonging, and lastly, here, there, and everywhere. Finding something that's very here, very specific. So starting large with them all and narrowing it all the way down. Hopefully this video was helpful to you and you can share it, use it as a student. Maybe you're my student and you're like, I don't like your projects. Then comment below and let us know. All right, share this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos of us here on the island of Saipan all around the world, Victoria, what should they do?
Subscribe.
Hit that subscribe button. All right, I'm Pastor Mattie Ice.
I'm Victoria.
Wherever you are in the world, stay chill and float on. Duration of the thing. Or maybe it can be sports. Let's start again. The wind is too much.